into having things that are unique, that are better designed and good quality, if you should have the right to import anything we want, especially if we can afford to do that. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Simply Rhoda and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video today. If it's your first time on my channel, honey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As you all know that your subscription really make a great difference on my channel. As you know guys, I don't want to lie, we are now about to clock 40k of you guys. We are making a huge community, so your subscription really counts. So subscribe if you haven't already. So guys, based on the title below, you see this video is a follow-up of the video I made last week, and this video was about the banning of towels, the importation of towels in Zimbabwe. So guys, as you know, it just came as a shock for me. I'm in the middle of processing the container that just left, and that container is full of towels, guys. So it came as a shock to me knowing that, okay, towels are now a product that has been banned in Zimbabwe. A lot of you came in the comment section. Also, some of you were actually shocked that we are importing towels all the way from China. Yes, we do. We are importing, and we've been importing towels for the longest time. Why? It is because most of the towels that we get in Zimbabwe are more like a uniform. Guys, it's really hard to find a unique kind. Like if you want to go with the modern designs that we see nowadays, it's really hard to find towels that will match your ideas or things that you really want your house to look like. So you find that as a result, people will resort to importing these towels. Some people import from South Africa, but for me, I've been importing in China, as I have realized that even in South Africa, it's quite expensive. So I've decided to import my towels all the way from China, and a couple of other people who are in the group with us, they also imported their towels from China. And this is not the first time. We never had any problems in terms of importation of anything that we were importing to Zimbabwe. It's only this time it came as a shocker, no warning, nothing. If we had known before then, or if we had seen, because I always follow up to understand what things needs permits and stuff like that. So when I was doing my research and asking my agent about the permits, things that I am buying and whether they require permits or CBCA certificates for me to get prepared to prepare these things beforehand, he never told me that the towels were now off limit, and because they were not there, he didn't notice that. He only asked for the thing that he requires, and he told me even towels I was required to get the CBCA, which means the certification here in China, which he told me that I need to have my towels checked here. They need to have a certificate of conformity before they leave China, which I did because I was trying to avoid being fined like we have done before. So guys, coming to understand that the towels now were banned, it was a shocker for me, and a lot of you are in the comment section also criticizing me that there are Chinese companies here in Zimbabwe, why can't you buy the towels there? Honestly, I did a towel taste. I just took a towel that somebody bought. As for me personally, I've never been to this company. I heard it's in Notono, so I've never been to their shop, and I've never inquired with them. I never had any inquiries with them, but I know somebody who bought their towels from there, who actually did towels using the towels from that company. So I just wanted to check. It's unfortunate that I didn't make a video when I was testing their towel. We tested it, like I wanted to see how resistant it was, and by just dropping it down, it just shattered. To me, since I've had an experience with Chinese towels and I've tested them multiple times using the same method, I've realized that these towels were really not strong, because the way they broke really easily. And also looking at the thickness of the towel, it wasn't even, I couldn't compare it with the towels that we import here from China. So guys, although there are a Chinese company doing these towels in Zimbabwe, I think their quality is not compared to the Chinese towels that we buy from China. So guys, for those that wish to buy from Zimbabwe, go ahead, you can buy. I wasn't saying people should not buy, but as for me, I just realized that that was not the type of towel that I needed. And also I ran short of one box for my house. For the part that I eventually changed the type of towel, I'd run short of one box, so I only called asking for customization, and they told me they can't do that, which is also a no for me, because my tiles, like the tiles I use for my house, were all customized. So guys, I was just talking yesterday with a sister of mine. I was like, okay, with the way things are changing, a lot of people are importing aluminium here in China, and you find that most of the containers, most of the things that I ship in my containers are aluminium stuff, like aluminium windows and doors and stuff like that. People really like the quality, like the uniqueness of the doors, the sliding doors, and all the stuff that comes with that. So you find that even the aluminium stuff, I'm not even sure what is going to happen in the near future, because yes, we know that in Zimbabwe there are companies that are making aluminium windows, doors and stuff like that, but we don't know what's going to happen in the next few months or so. So my age to you guys was like, okay, if you have something that you need from China here, I think this is the time to just buy them before we wait and be told that these things are now banned, you're no longer allowed to bring. So there are a lot of things that we know in Zimbabwe they are also made, but the reason why people will resort to import these things, it is because of the quality. People are not happy with the quality of the things that are being made in Zimbabwe. If you can afford, why not? Because even if you look at those big shots, if you look at their houses, I don't think everything they use to build their houses, they buy them locally. I'm sure most of their things, they import them from outside. That's my understanding, because if you look at the decors, for those that have done like or house tour, you can actually see that this kind of things, you cannot find them in Zimbabwe. So I believe they also do import of these things. So guys, I don't know why us are having these hefty fines or these hefty duties when it comes to importation of these things. Guys, I don't really understand, but what I'm just urging you guys, if you are looking to having things that are unique, that are better designed and good quality, if you need to, you have to import, you have to do it now, because slowly you don't know, like I'm saying, there was no warning that was put to say, okay, these things are no longer allowed to import here in Zimbabwe. It's only when you want to get the permit you are told it's no longer allowed. But when you go on the website and something, you don't see this notice. It's nowhere to be found. So guys, it's not surprising that in the near future maybe everything won't be allowed to import to Zimbabwe, because right now, even if you look at the tariffs, it's just like it's a fine to say that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't import these things, which is something that I found a lot of you were bitter about that in the comment section, and also a lot of you were also saying, okay, by bringing these Chinese people to companies to Zimbabwe to open their businesses there, is a way to create employment for the Zimbabweans. But what I also realized, some were also talking about the salaries being low and like being paid like slaves and stuff like that. I don't know. I can't prove that. I don't know, because I've never been to the company, and I also don't know anyone who works for that company. But to my understanding, I think we should have the right to import anything we want, especially if we can afford to do that. You can also look, despite that, like I said, you find the type of tiles that are made there, they are more like a uniform. Like I said, I've been to several houses in Zimbabwe, and I've realized that most of their houses, they do have the similar or same tile. Like if you go, you can find the whole line is using the same tile. For me, there is no uniqueness in that, and the beauty of the tiles, you won't appreciate them, because everywhere you go, you're just seeing it, or like they were donated, or everyone was just given for free, so they'll just go and say, okay, we're just going to use it since we are not paying anything. But you find that the end result is people are not having options. There's less options when it comes to tiles. It's really hard to find. So you find most of the people will just go and get what they've seen somewhere, and as a result, you find that it's just a uniform. It's just a uniform, like it's a requirement that your floors should all look like this. Guys, I'm just laughing, but it's something that didn't just go well with me. I'm grateful that I managed to bring my tiles before this law was imposed, but my heart also yearns for those people who were planning to do so. I also had somebody who came to my my comment section and say, what will happen to us who have already bought? We are in the same boat, because we have tiles on the container that is going to Zimbabwe right now. It's not yet there, and that container is not going to get a permit for the tiles that are in there, because the tiles are banned, which we didn't know, we didn't find. By the way, before we buy these things, we always check online on their websites what you should import, what you shouldn't. We always check. So it's not like it was something that we did deliberately. We always check, we are always in the know. But this is surprising that after the container had left and we are now applying for the permits, we are told it's now banned. So guys, this is something that I just want to let you know, that if you were planning to import your tiles from China, put a halt on that. Probably there will be a change or something, or there will be another way to do it. I don't know. But as of now, the tiles are banned, and they're still banned. And I'm checking every day, they're still banned. And I don't know anybody I can just do a sit down with to ask why it is like that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of you were saying, okay, that's that in Zimbabwe, things go like that. But guys, we need an order. We need something to be in blueprint, guys. When they know that things are not allowed to bring, you shouldn't bring this one. I think it is okay to let people know, rather than people buying the things and then at the end they are fined or they lose the things because they are told we are not allowed to bring them in the country. It's just something I wanted to give an update on, because a lot of people had questions and they were asking why is that so and what we should do next, and you know, whether there will be any changes about that. As of now, we know the tiles are banned. They'll remain banned for now. Yeah, I'll keep you updated when I know of any changes pertaining this, but as of now, it is what it is. They're banned, so don't buy. If you're planning to buy tiles, just forget about it. Go with the resort, or you just join the crew, have a uniform tile like everybody else in Zimbabwe. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm bitter, but there's nothing we can do about it, and I will keep you updated in the future. Thank you for watching the video. If you've watched this video to this right end, thank you so much for subscribing, and as well as watching to the end and supporting the channel. It's good to have you today. It's goodbye for now. See you in the next video. It's goodbye.